Amy here. Today is kind of like a behind the scenes with my short story series I write, which you can get for free using the link below. It's my newsletter stories with Aoi and Soto, and Aoi is like an erotic voice actor, and Soto's like a taku businessman kind of thing, and they're cute together. They're year in their life, very kind of sweet, slice of life kind of tales. So this is kind of the behind the scenes. This is what I went through the stages of when I wrote it and everything like that. So I have a document on my writing folder, which is funny because I call it freedom. I write different ideas here, and this is the idea about a yaoi voice actor meets accountant from anime company, can't draw, but he's a total otaku and loves Gundam. So this is just different stuff. Basically, I thought it'd be funny if there was a yaoi voice actor, so like someone that does like erotic anime, and he's very good at it. And then if his boyfriend, would always wonder if he's making him scream like that because of him or he's just voice acting. I just thought that would be a hilarious concept. So I wrote that down, and then I have my first idea here, and then I have this little gif of these two, and I just thought it'd be funny if the seme, so like the more dominant personality is much shorter than the other one who has a more submissive personality. I just thought that would be hilarious. I usually start with my idea, and usually my ideas I always have pre-written somewhere else, and look, you can see all my details, but that's okay. I don't care about this because it's just random stuff that I wrote down. So my next stage when I'm writing is I put some ideas here, and I had to come up with 12 because I'm doing one every. I just think it'd be easier just to have all 12 of them written out first and written. So, and this is like the journal I'm doing it in since I got it. So I wrote some ideas there, and I came up with them all actually yesterday. And then at the beginning, I just have the title page about what this is. And then I put a little bit about the guy, so it took a very long time to figure out how tall I should be, and his birth date and his age. I figured out it's really convenient just to put a year and a date with birthdays, even though it's never going to come up. It might come up that he's 25, but I don't think it matters. And just some personality and a short bio of these guys. And then I have one for Sato, who's the other character, and the other guy is called Aoi. So I'm like, I need to give them a name that I like, but I need to give them a name that's not super awesome because I would want to stick it in my Yakuza book. So I got all 12 ideas, and usually the ideas are just really simple, like gets a bad hat. The other one first tries to get and not say how bad it is. Oh my, I didn't even bother writing them out. So the next step is gonna do the GMC for all of them. And then, look, I drew some stuff. Oh, I guess I colored it. Yes, my rain clouds are purple and blue. Thank you very much. Like this one, this is March, so Sato is trying to beat the thing from the girls. Oh, because February is Valentine's Day in Japan. February, all the girls give out their chocolate, and then on March is called White Day, and that's when all the boys give their chocolate out. So, voice actor guy, it's cute. Anyway, you should just sign up for my newsletter, and then you'll get all the massive details. So I'm doing the GMC for each next, and then I'm going to do a very quick, like, NaNoWriMo style draft. Because I just work better that way, I work better having words already on the page and not, like, micromanaging each sentence first and then doing that later. So I'm going to go out to eat, and I'm going to go work on this. So I'm going to bring some pens with me, get my GMCs in place. If this was a real novel, like a real novel, I would do, if this is a real novel, I would be doing a scene and sequel for each one of these, but a really short version of a scene and sequel is the GMC, which is the goal, motivation, and conflict, because these are very short stories just to give away with my newsletter if you sign up for it. I don't think I have to do a big scene and sequel since I kind of already know scene and sequel really well, and the whole stories can be read individually, and one scene doesn't flow onto the next. It's all individual, and this is one for my first story of my book too. Do you see how detailed and nice it is? If you're curious about scene and sequel, I will put a card up where I describe scene and sequel. I think it's the best and most awesomest choice for doing things like this. So let's get writing and doing the other stuff. So I have just written all the rough draft, like I said, very quick rough draft for the short stories. I just wanted to give an example of May and explain how I know a lot of people say that they don't like to write outlines because it stifles creativity, and I don't think that is something that happens because I don't, even though I student sequel basically everything I write, I still come up with new stuff as I'm writing, and this is just a good example of one. This is from May. I might change it from them, but this is where they get a pet cat to borrow to see if they should have a pet cat, and basically Aoi, the erratic voice actor, finds out that he is allergic to cats. So that is the, you know, the goals. They're trying to see if they like cats. The motivation is to please Sato because he's doing something. In the end, he ends up being allergic. So when I actually wrote it, this is my extremely rough draft. I decided that, oh, let's make it Aoi's sister's cat, and then you get this whole relationship dynamic because Aoi hasn't told his parents. Well, Aoi's parents basically disowned him, and Sato's parents don't know that he's gay. So there's this whole dilemma with the sister coming over, and since they live together now, what that's going on. And then the conflict here was just that he ends up being allergic, and then when I wrote it, I decided that he should be trapped in the bathroom because that's the only place the cat hasn't gone, and the cat's, you know, outside trying to get in for like petting attention, and I just thought that was really cute. So that's just an example of, let's stop showing you this. Oh, see, I was writing right, so publish repeat. So that was basically that. My next stop is editing. So let's go on to editing. So continuing on the making of the newsletter, I did 2 drafts, which is not usually what I do, but that's okay. That happens. I developed the Standing Desk thing to kind of separate my mobster story from the fluffy snow newsletter, Snow Fluff. So that's good. I'm handing out to beta readers now. I'm getting really positive stuff. It's just like a cute pile of fluff. So I mean, how can you not like that? Even me, who is a bloodthirsty, you know, boss throwing in front of the characters, which I have thought about so much, but I haven't. I just like made a cottage cheese joke, is doing that. So drafting still, I'm gonna hand it to these guys are reading it, and then I'm gonna print it out and then make comments and then edit one more time and then hand them over to a copywriter, and then that's it. I'm just gonna copyright them, I think. I don't think I'm gonna do a final proof. I might change my mind later on, I don't know. And then they'll be coming to you in October. I'm really excited about this. So yeah, I sent out 2, which I'm very excited to see people reading. I've gotten some comments, and if you want to comment back on any of the stories I sent you can totally do that, and I won't mind at all. In fact, you get like double cool points if you do, just saying. I found an illustrator, Alexandra Pitzner. She's just super amazing, and she gives me all the illustrations you see with them, and she's really good and talented. So I'm happy to have her aboard helping me out. And yeah, that's just the series so far. I'm writing novels to go with the series, and extra backstage right now. When I'm recording this video, I'm actually writing the first, like, how they met. So their first few months together, how they met, and stuff like that. Very fun. That one's kind of a slower process because it's not a bunch of short stories, but a whole novel that I'm hoping to get out before the summer, or like right as summer starts. So hopefully that works. So then, until next time, bye bye.